in 2020. What a ride it was, and we're continuing along with the first week of high school football practice, and we're visiting the Bulldogs, joined by a couple of seniors, quarterback Tyler Swanwick and offensive and defensive lineman Tanner Jepsen. Guys, first of all, congrats on the state championship.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully you had a good summer. I want to know first, Tyler, how many times have you watched the state championship game?
Probably at least 10 times,
10
I'd
times.
say.
Tanner?
Same for me, at least 10, probably more.
Have you guys seen momentum? What's the difference here in the first week of practice coming off a state championship? Is there any?
I don't think there's much of a difference. I mean, we're kind of getting back into our groove. The energy's coming. We kind of lacked that in camp week 2 weeks ago, but we found it halfway through, and we've been having a lot of fun out here now, and I think it's going to get a lot more fun with pads on.
Tyler, you guys had some really good seniors that graduated. How do you guys pick up, where they left off and kind of fill in holes there?
We have a lot of good seniors this year. We have 15, I think? 15 seniors this year coming up. A lot of returning starters. I mean, obviously me, the only returning starter on defense, that's going to be a little tough, but we have a lot of good guys coming up, so I think we're going to be all right.
You obviously had that huge game in the state championship game, catching the football. What's the biggest adjustment for you now, moving to the quarterback position?
Well, I know what's going to be open now after playing wide receiver last year, so I know what routes are open usually now and where the holes are, but I'll also be able to make the big plays that I was making last year, so I'm excited.
Tanner, offensive line, you guys have some experience there. What's the key for that group to lead the offense here as you guys get going?
Yeah, I think our offensive line, I mean, with 3 returning starters from last year, we're really physical. We lack in size, but we did last year too, and our offensive line was what won most of our games for us, I believe.
Do you guys think it'll be different when you start playing games? I mean, you guys were a good program, but now you're a state champion. I mean, do you feel like there'll be a little bit of a target on your back when you guys, get lined up against Brandywine?
There'll definitely be a target on our back. Last year, I think a lot of teams overlooked us, and after winning state, I think teams will be like, this team's for real. They're serious competition. So yeah.
They'll begin their state title defense August 26th. They take on Brandywine, and then the home opener against Schoolcraft. What a game that should be in week 2. Coming up in a little bit, we're going to talk with head coach Jerry Schultz after he led the Bulldogs to a state championship last year. For now, though, we'll send it back to the studio.